All right, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Before we how's it, guys? Good evening to you. Hope you guys are doing wonderful here, yeah? Ah, Brett. Thanks, Brett. Good evening. Yeah. It's good to be with you guys here tonight, man. Meryl, Jules, good to see you on. Reshmi, good to see you on. Petunia, Meryl, Tabazzo. Good evening. All right, are you guys ready to rock? Man, I am. Did you see the CHF JPY there, guys? Look at this. Whew. Look at this. What a beaut. What a beaut. Meryl, where's the money? Where's the money, bud? Edgar, how's it? Good evening. Meryl, where's the cash, brother? Tell the guys. S&P 500, look at this. Look at this. It's going to be an interesting one here, guys, tonight with the FOMC. All right, guys, let's get in with this. I'm going to start right at the top. If you're joining for the first time, guys, a warm welcome. With Global Forex, a little bit nervous. All right, it's okay as long as you at least you have something set already, right, Brett? That's good. So let's start from the beginning. FOMC, that's coming up at 8 tonight. Okay, won't be here, yes, but what if we look back at what has happened for the day? We've seen dollar strength. We saw the gold push to the downside. That's great. Silver push to the downside. We had a bit of the major pairs also push to the downside, but it seems like there might be a little bit of a correction happening now. All right, seems like there's a bit of a correction happening that is against the dollar, and that's what we're looking at here. All right. Now, what's important is that I'm making a bit of money on the S&P 500 here, okay? Now, if I take this trade out and the FOMC meeting comes out and it's pro-dollar, then I could be making some more money here. It could be pushing down even further. If I don't do that and I stay in and I leave the FOMC, this price can push against me, and then maybe only tomorrow when we get back, I possibly can get in again. All right. So it's important for us to know those risks involved. So let's go then to the gold now. Let's go and see what is actually happening there, what we're looking for. And I'm going to do the lower time frames here. Now, here there's already, look at that. This is why I'm saying there's divergence that has now come to the shorter time frames. Look at that. So you know what I'm going to do? Let me exit here for now. Let me exit. All right, I've just exited. All right, I'm seeing divergence here on gold, which means that correction. This has pushed a lot of guys into sells. So look at this divergence happening here on the 12-minute, guys. Now that FOMC, if they leave the rates unchanged, or when I say unchanged, they will leave it in September, or they'll push it out later after September, then we could see the dollar weaken here tonight. All right, and that's why I'm saying we could just get a push to the upside. It's absolutely possible that that could happen here tonight, guys. All right, Shirley, I see you there. Merrill, CHF, JPY, I asked you just now. Did you see that? So if we have a weaker dollar, then it means silver on the shorter time frames, we're looking to push above the 59. So that's why you got to watch the you have to watch the chart at 8 o'clock tonight, because there seems to be the divergence here. Look at that. There's a divergence, guys. There is a definite chance here we could be pushing to the upside here. All right. So that's what it's showing us now already. So gold is showing us that. Silver is showing us that. The US 30 is coming back. The US 30 is coming back. If I go to all the lower time frames, look at that. A lot of divergence here. And I told you that once it hits past that area there, we might be pushing back to 52.702. So this might just be it. We may just get a weaker dollar tonight, guys. We may just get a weaker dollar. We already had a stronger one early this morning. We may just be getting a weaker one here. S&P 500, exactly the same thing. I'm seeing that in this specific case, there might just be a push to the upside. Yeah, it's bullish. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, there's a bullish signal that's now appeared. I got out. I made some cash from that area down, but I just got out. Look at the divergence there. Can you guys see it? All right. You close on the profits. Good. So guys, we may be getting a weaker dollar here tonight at the FOMC. All right. At the FOMC. CHF JPY has pushed down significantly here. I mentioned that I was in some shorts. I'm seeing a bit of corrections here now. So I'm waiting for this now to go back up, but I'm still anticipating it to go down to 200 or 200.46. Okay. AUD USD, guys, look at this. We may be getting what we had chatted about before. There has already been a drop, and it seems like price has found a bit of support at that area. Look at the divergence here. Look at that. Oh my. Yeah. Same with the Euro USD. If I go down, there you can see the divergence. Hold on. Divergence, it was on the higher time frames. There's a divergence. So this is a correction, guys. We may just be getting a weaker dollar here tonight. And again, let me explain, guys. Remember, we have the rate cuts that is due, hold on, the rate cuts is due September, 50% chance, rate cuts in September. So this FOMC meeting is going to give us a report on the inflation, on the interest rates. It's going to let us understand what the Fed wants to do. And so if they are going to now agree that the hike is in September, that is a little, well, it's basically almost 2 months away. If that happens, we could see the fact that it's in September, the dollar may just breathe tonight. And we may get the other currencies putting some pressure on the dollar. If the rate gets moved to August or maybe end of July, okay, we're going to see a totally different movement here. We may just see the gold tank to the downside, all right? If they move out the rates to October, November, then we may also get a pressurized dollar where the other currencies actually advance against it. So this movement here, there's literally nothing we can do at this moment in time. We have to wait for the report. The market is waiting for the report. GBP USD, the same thing. Look at this. We went down, we tested, we came back up. And it just looks like we may just have that dollar weaken tonight. USD Swiss franc went up a little bit here, but again, I have my doubts because I'm seeing a lot of movement that could get us down from there to there. And when we log back in tomorrow morning at 9:30, we may be pleasantly surprised, all right? The only thing that's throwing me off a little bit here, I must say, the oil price has been bullish most of the day. If you look at the 4-hour time frames, guys, remember there's 4 hours in a day. So today's the 8th. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, and we need another 6th one. So if the dollar strengthens, we could see oil going up, and then tomorrow we start seeing a correction come. It's been bullish the whole day. So it's either we're going to continue up with some dollar strength on the oil there as well, or we're going to see the oil price come down here first a little bit with the FOMC meeting. This is highly, highly fundamental. At this point in time, this session here is just dependent on the fundamentals of the FOMC. It has nothing to do with how we analyze at this point. There's everything to do with the fundamentals, all right? Whether you are trading your gold, whether you're trading your silver, whether you're trading your US 30, whether you're trading S&P 500. I mean, I literally just closed a trade and it's going back up again to where my sell was. So that proves that me getting out of the market now was great. And I'm waiting now to see how it responds. Even that CHF JPY, look at this. There's still how many pips left here? From there to there. Still about 22. I can let that go. It's not that much. I think I made what I needed to make. I had an entry up here. So I banged about 30 pips. It's okay. All right. I'm willing to let that go. So, guys, as it stands tonight, we literally have a hinge on the FOMC. All right. I want to go and see the Nikkei here as well. I said I want to put on the Nikkei, and then I want to do the USD JPY as well. The Nikkei, let's go and get the Nikkei. JPN 225. JPN 225. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, let's go. All right, let's go USD JPY. Let's see what's happening here. Very bullish on the hour. Yeah, look how it's peaking, man. Let's see if the higher time frames agree with this. You see the higher time frames. Yeah. All right, let's see if the higher time frames agree. It doesn't. It's the 1 hour. Let's see the 15-minute here. If it agrees. Everything is bullish. Everything is bullish. So we might just get a weaker dollar here, guys. Look at that. Okay, let's do some work here. Let's do some work here. This is the USD JPY now. Wow, strong. Look at that. 162. Guys, you see, if we're gonna go to the this is the zone. See, that is where we break to go down to the 50. And to go to the 100. Over there. All right, so we have our marks. Let's all right, so this is actually pointing down to some movement to the downside. Look at this, guys. I take this off. This is pointing down. Look at that. I'm seeing a lot of divergence here. So from, it's about 44 pips down. Do you guys see that? So at this point, we could see that drop here. Look at that. We could see a drop here, guys. And this is all on the shorter time frames, okay? It's all shorter time frames. From here to here. And then the second one would be there. That's it. That's it. That's it. 162.085. And this one here is 161.474. Do you guys see that? Let's just pause there for a second and see the guys. All right. So guys, I don't want to go on for too long here tonight with this because this is heavily dependent. All of them that we've checked here is heavily dependent on the FOMC meeting minutes. All of the assets that we have checked now, let's quickly go back to the gold so you can see. There's divergence at the bottom. Silver, there's divergence. The US 30, there's divergence. S&P 500, there's divergence. AUD USD, there's divergence. Euro USD, there's divergence. GBP USD, look at that. Now this one is actually really hectic. Yeah. USD Swiss franc, lots of divergence here. Look at that. Look at that. And then the oil price has a lot of divergence, guys. Look at that. Sure. Look at that. Do you guys see that? Brett, do you see that? So, guys, what it looks like, it seems like we could get a weaker dollar here tonight with the FOMC meeting minutes. All right? It seems like that. Remember, this is what we are looking at. We obviously have to wait for the meeting minutes to be released for us to see if this is in fact the case. But that does not mean that it shifts the entire. Remember, this is just for tonight. Tomorrow morning, we're looking at the same assets, and we're looking at the same higher time frame movement. Just so you know, the USD JPY also, even the NZD USD, very, very bullish in terms of the divergence. Which time frame was that? No, there was a time, I just saw it. Is it this one here? It could have been this. Yeah, here we go. So past that area, we go up. USD JPY the same here. Remember, there's a daily frame as well. It's at all. Look at this, guys. Look where the USD JPY is. Even on the monthly, there is a lot of divergence. The weekly, there's divergence. That daily is there. So we've been stretching it. Okay. So watch this. And then JPN, this last one here. Now, if it all moves together, this should give us a bias. Yeah, it should give us a bias. Yeah. And I'm only looking, guys, I'm only going to look at the 30-minute. I'm not going to look at anything higher than that. So if the Nikkei, it's already gone above the 50. We could be pushing to the upside now. Right there, look at that. So for price to push further up, we need it to break here. We need to break here to go up to the 100. Yeah, so can you guys see the divergence here? Just make sure the guys are tracking with me. Everybody good? Everybody still good here? $67,832.80. There we go. Right there. All right. So if we break above this area, we go up to 68. Now, guys, remember, this is what it looks like. Let's see what that meeting minutes looks like. If we are on track here, then if we are on track, gold possibly goes up, silver possibly goes up. US 30 possibly goes up. S&P possibly. Come on. AUD, Euro, GBP, USD comes down. USD Swiss franc. Oil continues. And then obviously, guys, NAS should then also go up. So right now, it seems like the dollar could be weakening here tonight, okay? But let's wait for the minutes, guys. Let's wait for the minutes. Let's wait for the minutes. Let's trade the data because we could get a totally different release here. Okay, is everybody clear with that one, guys? Is everybody tracking with me tonight? Let's leave the data to run. It looks like there's a lot of divergence on the minute frames. So the minute frames could be pushing the price to the upside. Look at that. But let's wait for it. We don't put anything in stone. We wait for it and we take it from there. There's virtually nothing we can do at this point because the fundamentals is going to be driving the market come 8 o'clock. We will not be in the driver's seat. We can only but look at it at this point. There seems to be a lot of divergence pointing to the upside short term. But tomorrow at 9:30, guys, we will be tracking the same pairs. We'll be seeing what happened. And then we'll be looking for some more opportunities. All right. There's virtually nothing we can do at this point but wait. So if you keep seeing the price go up, then also be aware of this. If price keeps going up, it's now 1828. If the price goes up, all right, and then the FOMC comes out pro-dollar, then you know that the higher time frames is obviously panning out and not the shorter time frames. I'm seeing a lot of yeses there. Everybody clear there, right? Okay. Let's park it there. Let's park it there for tonight, guys. I'm extremely excited about, those minutes to see. We got just about an hour and a half there to go before the minutes gets released, and we'll see when they are going to hike those rates and what the inflation story is. All right. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. I'll see you at 9:30. Guys, I will not be surprised. I mean, just check this oil now. Just before we go, look at this oil. There's a lot of divergence to the downside. Look at that. We just got a new sign here. So if the oil comes down, all the other assets then push up. So I'll be pleasantly surprised then if we do go up with the oil. I mean, I would be very, very surprised. Everything is showing weaker dollar right now. I'll be surprised. Okay, but again, it's the markets and we'll take it from there. All right, have a good one, guys. Prince, Brett, many thanks, guys. Jules, Tanya, Petunia, I see you guys there. Barticle, Edgar, Shelly Shakes. All right. I'll see you guys at 9:30, yeah? Tomorrow morning. Have a good one now. Ashley Reeve, I'm checking out. Ciao, ciao.